Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Yesterday, August 16th, 2015, it is reported that the granddaughter of Morgan Freeman's first wife, Jeanette Bradshaw, was murdered by her boyfriend. And the circumstances surrounding her death are very curious. We'll go through them all. But what I want to show you is just how connected this death is to Morgan Freeman's '98 film, Deep Impact. In that film, a comet collides with Earth, threatening life on the planet on the date of August 16th, which is the same date in history now that Edena Hines has been murdered. And that's not all that's curious, Truth Seeker. There's a lot here, so please bear with me. Please pay attention. And if you're new, after you watch this video, please go back and watch my videos on people such as Whitney Houston, Bobby Christina Brown, and a whole lot more. I've covered pretty much every celebrity death in the time I've been doing this video blog, and the reason I do it is so people can see the truth of what is going on here. If you take the time to watch all of my videos on celebrity deaths, which would take you hours and hours, and I don't expect that of anyone, but if you do, you will see just how often these same numbers are coded into all of these deaths, especially 33, the age she died at. So this film came out in '98, Deep Impact, starring Morgan Freeman, where he plays the President of the United States 10 years before Barack Obama was elected the first black president of the nation. Right now, at this moment in history, in stories, the numbers 98 and 106 are being coded a lot. And I've come to think that this has to represent prophet and prophecy. Because it seems that in all these stories, some sort of prophecy is trying to be fulfilled. Notice that this film released on May 8th, '98. If you watch my videos for the last 3 weeks, I've been talking about how much the numbers 58 and 85 have been coded into stories. Not only did Edena Hines die on the same date that the comet hits Earth in that film, but she has name gematria 58, a lot like May 8th, 5-8. And also in some parts of the world, they write that date 8-5, so the date has 5885, just like the numbers they're coding over and over right now. Her name in simple English gematria sums to 84, just like the gematria of Sunday. This is a number coded all over the 44th President Obama. And with regards to the 44th President Obama, Morgan Freeman was born June 1st, 37, 6 plus 1 plus 37, another method for date numerology, 44. So Morgan Freeman himself has a connection to the number 44. The director of this movie, Deep Impact, with the tagline Hope Survives. Hope, in simple English gematria, 8 plus 15 plus 16 plus 5, 44. Think about how Obama, the 44th president, ran on hope. Anyhow, the director of this movie is Mimi Leader, 4444. The comet in the movie that threatens Earth is named Biedermann, which in Pythagorean gematria sums to 44. The president, played by Morgan Freeman, is Tom Beck, a name that breaks down to 3 and 3, kind of like 33, the age that Edena Hines just died at. Also, True Seeker, one more point about 5-8 and Edena Hines, how we just showed how her name decodes to 5-8. The initial E is 5 and the initial H is 8. So EH 5-8. Just one more 5-8 on this woman. And again, this movie we're decoding right here, released on 5-8, May 8th. Also, she was murdered at 33. In the film, the Biedermann comet is discovered May 10th, '98, hits Earth August 14th. Or 16th, excuse me. This is a date with 33 numerology, just like the age Edena Hines has died at, 33 years old. All right, so to add more details to this, maybe it's easier just to show you through 33. If I write out 33, Truth Seeker, and I sum it in gematria, it sums to 156. This is a number connected to God in Gematria. Sticking with movies for a second, there's a movie called Truman Show named after the 33rd president who signed into law the CIA, NSA, and all the things that are used to spy on us. The movie Truman Show is about people playing God over one man's life who is named Truman Burbank, which happens to have name gematria of 156th, and this movie released on the 156th day of the year. Again, the movie's named after the 33rd president, and 33 connects back to 156 as well. Now we're talking about God, Truth Seeker. God has Jewish gematria of 61, simple English of 26, and English of 156. This website doesn't do Pythagorean, but it has Pythagorean gematria of 17. I'm giving you this so when we look at the details of her grandmother and her killer, it'll make a little more sense. The name of her boyfriend who supposedly killed her is Lamar Davenport, who happens to have name gematria of 61, the God number in Jewish gematria. Lamar Davenport in simple English gematria sums to 170. God in Pythagorean gematria is 17, and in numerology, if a 0 follows any number, it adds a divine attribute to it. So, having even that much more to do with godliness. So his name has some serious God connections. The person who witnessed the killing from an apartment called Washington Heights is named George Haduko, having a very biblical name. 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 books in the New Testament for a total of 66 books. The final book of the Bible is Revelation. If you write out 33 and sum it in Pythagorean gematria, it sums to 66. New York is the 11th state. Her murder happened in New York. If you sum 1 through 11, it totals 66. George Haduko saw her murdered from Washington Heights, supposedly. Both Washington and Heights have connections to the numbers 49. 49, number of Revelation, a number of great importance to New York, where this murder happened. Show you very quickly, Truth Seeker, how Revelation connects to New York. Revelation is the 66th book of the Bible. Notice that it doesn't do Pythagorean gematria, but Revelation equals 49 Pythagorean, 121 simple English, 726 English. Now get this, New York's establishment date is July 26th, a lot like 726, 1888. 7 plus 26 plus 88 is 121 numbers of Revelation. Revelation's the 66th book. New York's the 11th state. If you sum 1 through 11, it totals 66. Here we find these numbers coded over and over and over in this story. Washington Heights has gematria of 89. The word religion's 89. On August 9th, the goddess Kali from the Hindu religion was shown on the Empire State Building. August 9th being Whitney Houston's birthday, the date of the Michael Brown killing. She was murdered on 162nd Street, Truth Seeker, and in Jewish gematria, the end equals 162. Possibly a cute little detail they stuck in there. Her grandmother, Jeanette Bradshaw, has Pythagorean gematria of 57 with the S exception 66, that number again. The name Jeanette Bradshaw in simple English gematria is 156, the number connected to God. Again, we talked about how 33 connected to God. A 30-year-old killed a 33-year-old at 3 in the morning. That's a lot of threes. Think about how Jesus was crucified at 33. They said her death was an exorcism. Edena Hines, 33, killed in an exorcism. Exorcism has this gematria of 106. Again, the number of prophecy. The number having to do with prophet. Just talking about that here. These numbers have been coded heavily into stories. ranging from Philadelphia train crash to Charleston church shooting and a whole lot more. Morgan Freeman's born on June 1st, 6'1". He's played God in a number of movies. He's currently 77 years old, one of those multiples of 11, very important number. Morgan Freeman having name gematria of 67. Again, Edena Hines with Pythagorean S exception, 67. This death very much connected to Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman with life numbers of 44 and 27. 44, the kill number. 27, a number often associated with death. His acting career supposedly began in 64, the year of the Civil Rights Act. Remember, Barack Hussein Obama equals 64, civil rights equals 64. Last year, around this time, it was August 28th that he did it, Obama wore a tan suit that reminded people, there was even mainstream headlines about it, that reminded them of Morgan Freeman in the movie Deep Impact. This is August 2014. We just showed how both men have these major 44 connections. The last president to die in office was the 44th term president, John F. Kennedy. The name John F. Kennedy has Pythagorean gematria of 59. Kill, in simple English gematria 44, in Jewish gematria 59. Numbers coded over John F. Kennedy as well as Obama. If you want to know how the number 59 has been put on Obama, it's through his legacy bill, Obamacare. This number they love to code on black Americans. The name Miles Davis in Pythagorean gematria is 59. He came out in the year 59. Little bonus, we'll even look at Samuel L. Jackson, Truth Seeker. He's currently 66 years old. He'll turn 67 on December 21st, 12/21. 12 plus 21, 33. He's got interesting name gematria, 36 and 54. If you sum 1 through 36, it totals 666. 54 is of much focus right now. Obama just turned 54. He's got an Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, a very telling name gematria of 54. Samuel Leroy Jackson has gematria of 66 and 84. Again, numbers very much connected to this story, very much connected to Obama. I think this is how everything's been synchronized in our world, Truth Seeker. I think this is why Morgan Freeman and Samuel L. Jackson are the men they are, as well as Obama. All born to be, born at the right time, on the right dates, right names. So R.I.P. Edena Hines, unless she faked her death. But if she was truly murdered, have no doubt it was done by the numbers. And have no doubt that these connections are very real. Anyone thinking this is a coincidence, please watch my other videos. Over and over, done by the numbers, done by the history, all part of a big riddle being waged against us. Did you know this is the first year that we have the holiday Asteroid Day, Truth Seeker? Asteroid Day. A new holiday they created this year. Look at this. Asteroid Day began June 30th, 2015. First inaugurated December 3rd, 2014, but began this year. Asteroid Day has gematria of 121, the numbers of Revelation, the numbers connected to New York. And again, that's where this murder happened, in New York. In the movie we're talking about, it shows New York get destroyed. Hope the message is getting through. All right, until next time, Truth Seeker.